time again for Family Cafe Live. Chance to film my stuff. Where are my notes? Where are my notes? What is that? Good grief. My notes are gone. How am I supposed to film this thing? I bet I know what it is. It's those kids. I keep telling them not to get into the backpack. What do the kids do? They get into the backpack. I say, don't get into the backpack. They get into the backpack. They mess around. They think it's funny to start taking stuff from me. Good grief. I tell you, I brought them into this world. I can take them out of this world too. When I get home, they're going to hear it from me. This is ridiculous. I should never have let them into the room that way. I'm going to let them have it when their mother hears it. Are you filming this? Wait. Stop. Hey everybody, and welcome to Family Cafe Live. This is the part of the morning where I get to share a few thoughts with you about how we as parents can raise our children to be lifelong followers of Jesus. Now, all of us know that parenting is not easy. In fact, as we parent, we kind of live with this tension with grace on one side and discipline on the other. See, on the one side is grace, and it says things like, I love you. You have great value and worth to me, and I'll never leave you. I'll never quit on you. But the other side, there's discipline that says things like, you can't write on the walls with those crayons, or don't hit your sister with that toy, or no, you can't be out with the car until 2 in the morning, or don't take things out of my backpack that don't belong to you. Obviously, we need both. We need grace, and we need discipline in order to parent well. But the question is, what do we lead with, and what's our home base? You know, sometimes it can be pretty easy for us to, without even thinking about it, withhold grace and love and to communicate harshly, to communicate in anger to our kids, thinking sometimes that's really the only way we're going to reach them, is when we communicate that way. But that style of communication does something else. It tends to send the message that love is conditional, that love has to be earned, that love is only there for our kids if they measure up. And conditional love is not grace. Grace is undeserved kindness. Grace is being given good that is well beyond anything you've ever earned. And grace is the way of God. I once had a seminary professor who said that love calls forth love. In other words, in the economy of God, love is actually the power that is used that drives changed lives and changed behavior. We don't change in order to be loved. We change because we already have been loved. That's the way God works with us. We don't have to change ourselves or get our lives in order or break our bad habits or quit sinning altogether before God's going to love us. Instead, God has already shown us such incredible love and gone to such great lengths of coming to be with us, dying on a cross on our behalf, and conquering death for us to show us that love. As we receive it, now the natural response is we want to change, and we are empowered by God's love to change. So the question is then, what would it look like if we approached our kids in the same way, with grace and love first, and then discipline? Now, I'm confident that all of us as parents want to bring about positive changes in our kids' lives. We want to see them grow and mature. But in the same way that we change most deeply because we have been first loved by God, our kids will change because they have been loved well too. And so, unlike my kind of staged reaction earlier, don't discipline in anger, in the heat of the moment. Try to calm down first, even if that means that you need to take a break and step away from the situation and pick up the conversation later. And then start with affirmations of grace. Let your kids know how you feel about them, how much you love them. Give assurances of your love, both non-verbally as well as verbally, when you enter into a discipline process. Always lead with grace. But then address the issues. Let them know how you feel about what has happened. Let them know about the consequences of their actions. And now we can engage in disciplining the behavior that's happened. But again, the most powerful changes that will occur in your child's life will come when they respond to love that they have received, not when they have to earn it. So that's our big theme for this month, is to love well, to love deeply. Grace first, then discipline, and then see what God does.